not working? I wonder if to log off TikTok and come back on. Is it working here? Hi. Good morning. Is it loading now? Does it say that I'm back? Same. Yeah. Okay, but what about on TikTok? Is it working? Can y'all hear me? Okay, but what about on TikTok? Is it working? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Is it loading? What about on TikTok? Is it working? Can y'all hear me? Maybe this isn't working. Can y'all hear me? I'm gonna end up.
Well, you have other people.
Yeah. Good morning.
This. If you need to chat.
Well, and now I don't know. Now I think I figured this out. Y'all bear with me. Technology is, we get all of these technology like systems to make things easier, and I don't always find them easier for me initially. So I'm and we just lost it. So is it even live on Facebook and everything anymore? I'm about I'm back. Okay. I'm back. I'm sorry. Listen, technology is not my thing. Good morning. It's working now? Okay. Hi. Yay. I don't know what happened. And good morning to you guys. Hi. If you're watching live, say hi. Let me know that you're here. Tell me where you're from. Yay, we're working. Okay, we're all back now. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, friends. Hi, friends. Okay, so if you haven't gone live with me before, I'm Dr. Stephanie Waite. I'm a licensed professional counselor and a certified eating disorder therapist, and I am from Texas, North Texas. And what I was saying this morning is it's really rainy here, which we needed, and it's really the weather cooled off, which again is really nice, but my energy is really low this morning. But I love this time with you guys. It's fun to hang out. It's fun to do this like breakfast meal support thing. So I have my breakfast, grab yours, and let's eat and chat for a little bit. I have a client in my office this morning that I have to get to in a little bit, but we have time. So if you have any questions, ask them. I will chat mental health. I'll chat about just me and my life, my dogs, tattoos, things I like to do. And we will certainly chat eating disorders, but because we're eating together, let's keep this pretty chill. Let's not talk about behaviors or numbers or, things like that. But I am here to answer, your questions and support and hang out with y'all for a little bit. So, okay. And Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, ask any questions. Let me know that you're here. Where are you from? Introduce yourself. And I have TikTok on here too. And because they're the folks that show up in the mornings, and are great. And so I had to invite these friends to join us. So maybe one day we can all get it on one. But so if you see me kind of going between two, I've got you guys live here, and then I've got my TikTok friends. So hi. Good. Okay. We've got someone from Michigan, Tennessee, Canada, England, Florida, Massachusetts, Tennessee, Australia. Woo, okay. Northern Florida, Norway, UK, Portland, Sweden. Y'all, this is awesome. So many people from all over the world and the country. I love this. I love that we get to connect with people that we would not have met otherwise. So it's really fun. Germany, hi. So this sweater, this is like what do you call it? A kimono. I love kimonos. There was like a time, maybe a couple of summers ago, when I like just bought all the kimonos because it's so easy. Like I have on workout clothes, I have on like my, like my workout tights and a t-shirt, and I just throw this on and I can go to work like this. So yeah. All right, who's joining me for breakfast or their snack or their meal, right? I'm just having some yogurt with peanut butter and stuff mixed in it. Rhode Island, Houston, Spain. Wow. Y'all, this V-neck was a Amazon like t-shirt, like a Fruit of the Loom type thing. So it is really comfy. You can't yet eat. Well, you can. There are no food rules. So you can eat whenever you're hungry. You can eat whenever you want to eat something. You can eat because we're all here hanging out together and we're all like eating in fellowship and community together. Eating buffalo chicken dip from Missouri. Amazing. You don't have to eat breakfast food, right? I happen to love breakfast food. One of my favorites. So I opted for a breakfast option this morning. Having a bagel. Okay. So wanting food, but not having any, I understand that food poverty and food scarcity is an issue, and it is a legitimate, barrier, and food scarcity does create food and body stuff. And so I don't know where you are. I would suggest looking into like a food bank. I'm sure you have done that, right? But it's okay to ask for that type of help and that kind of assistance. You deserve to eat. So I would, see if there's like a local food bank, or like my community has a soup kitchen, and you can perhaps go there, but it's okay to eat and to figure out, what are there solutions to try to get some meals and foods, in you. Let's see. Puerto Rico. Awesome. I just woke up, so I haven't gotten food yet. Okay, but you're here. You're watching with us. I get it. Listen, I don't just wake up, roll out of bed, and go to the kitchen. You know what I mean? So wake up, kind of get started, wipe the sleep out of your eyes, stretch your body, move it a little bit, and get to the kitchen and join us. So we've got breakfast casserole, yum, toast with yogurt and strawberries. So parents hid all the unhealthy food, so I can't eat it. Isabel Hill. I hope I said your name right. That sucks. I'm sorry. And if you were a client, which you're not, but I have to sometimes talk to parents and help them understand their food behaviors. I don't think parents are coming from a bad place. I don't think anybody. I believe we're all doing the best that we can, and we're all taught really messed up things about food, and diet culture is everywhere, right? And so I think sometimes our parents' messages or our parents' decisions with food is really just them doing the best that they can, because we all believe diet culture. We all believe the things that we've been told about food in our bodies. And part of recovery is learning to unfuck those messages and learning how to, see food and see your body in a more intuitive way, and not in this like diet culture way. You're not hungry. So, I hear this a lot from folks in the morning. Breakfast is hard because they're not hungry. I think that may be normal for some. It's normal when you haven't been eating breakfast for years or a long time. I think that we have to kind of like I was saying, get up and get our day started and get moving and get going. And then as you do, you're like, oh, your body starts to really cue you in. You are hungry, and it's not always a growling stomach. Like, are you thinking about food? How alert do you feel? Are you able to concentrate? Are you able to focus? How long has it been since you've eaten? If you haven't eaten in more than or if you haven't eaten and it's morning time here, so most likely, right, you've been sleeping for hours. So if you haven't eaten in a few hours, you're hungry. Your body wants food, right? But we don't always feel it in our stomach. And so I know that can feel confusing, but you're probably hungry. You're just not noticing the right hunger cues. This is a fun question. Is there something I'm really interested in at the moment, like topic area? A lot. So let me take a bite. Thanks for asking that question. Right now, in my free time, I'm reading a lot about, I think I'm doing a lot of like self-growth, like spiritual self-growth and like spiritual healing. So I'm reading like Outwitting the Devil, which is also a success like mindset book. I'm reading some anti-racism books, and I'm reading some things on human design. And human design is like really fascinating and really interesting. I try to not bring it into, I would just suggest everybody Google human design and check it out and read it for yourself. It's a really interesting science theory, and it's very complicated. So I'm just starting to read and learn about it. I also, in my free time, love to just we are in the process of I don't want to say redecorating, but our house, it was built in the 70s, I think, or early 80s. So we're just in the process of redoing, updating, sprucing up our house. So those are things that I'm interested in. What are you interested in? I want to hear what kind of things you guys are reading about and studying. Still in my fuzzy blanket burrito, trying to convince myself to get up, go join us in the kitchen. Take even your cozy blanket. You can join us. Okay, so let me scroll back to, please keep the comments safe, guys. I'm not able to read all of them. Let's see. I finally applied for counseling and treatment. I'm very nervous, but proud of myself. You should be proud of yourself. It's a really big deal. I think it's okay to be nervous. I'll be honest. I'm always nervous when I have a new intake scheduled. Are they going to like me? Am I going to like them? Or what's that going to be like? What's their personality? And usually the right clients come to me, and so you're going to find the right therapist for you. But I think we get a little bit nervous too as therapists. You're meeting a new person, and you're meeting a person that you're going to be in some kind of really powerful relationship with. So I think it's normal to be nervous, but I'm proud of you for going. That's amazing. We've got oatmeal yogurt or an acai bowl. That's a tough one because both are really good. So whatever's easiest to get to, I guess. Ask yourself, acai bowl, yes or no, right? Just, and if there's like a little gut, like, then there's that. Or if there's like, then go with the oatmeal. I've never had an appetite. Nothing ever sounds appetizing anymore. Listen, I think normal eating, like we don't love every single meal. Like not every meal is amazing or great. We don't always have an appetite, like because of my work schedule, I have, I have to schedule meals in, like I have to take time to like take a break and make sure I can, get somewhere to feed myself. And it's not always like I'm distracted. I'm busy with work or busy with my day. And so I'm not always feeling hungry. I'm not really stoked about what I'm having to eat. And I think that happens for non-eating disorder people, right? They're just like, oh, I don't know, like this doesn't, but I'm just eating, and sometimes what sounds good isn't available to us, and that's okay. Sometimes it's about eating just, again, what is available, what can I get in me, and then knowing I am craving this food, so I'm going to try to get that food I'm craving later. I'm putting that on the list, and yes, I can have it. I just can't have it right now. I'm starting counseling, Bottle Punk, on Friday. Congratulations. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. How can we fix not eating because there's nothing to eat? You're right. That's a problem. And if you don't have anything to eat, you can't eat, right? And if you're a young person who can't get in your car and go to the grocery store, you are limited. I would talk with your parents about like, hey mom, hey dad, hey parent, I'm really wanting these foods, can I add it to the list? Can you get to a friend's house and eat over there? Eating what's available. Again, it doesn't always have to taste good. Like a lot of times food is just, like I said, just eating. We want food to taste good because it does taste good and it is good. Just not every meal is always amazing. Making oatmeal, ate a piece of toast. Awesome. You're fine to have a BLT. It's fine. It's food. Your body knows what to do with that. I have an issue with even hearing about food in the morning. However, these labs are helping a lot. Good, right? Just showing up is a huge part of the process. I get that it's hard to eat. That's why I'm here, right? Had a whole lot of Turkish yogurt and berries. Oh, adding honey would have been good. Yep. Oh, y'all are so supportive of each other. That's why I love this. I love that we have this community of other people who like get this and can share and support each other. You went a whole day. I just took a huge bite of peanut butter, which is delicious, but it's like stuck to my teeth and I'm trying to talk. Okay. Super proud of you. XXLXX. That is amazing. Yeah, you went all day without skipping a meal. Celebrate, do something to like honor and take care of yourself. Megan, you asked a really good question. I have a question here. And it says, how come some of the bad behaviors are comforting though? Because this is a disease. And the disease distorts and twists and confuses the information and the way you filter information. And so for people without an eating disorder, they eat, I call it like the happy girl dance, right? These like chemicals and neurons and things in the body to like, yay, we're going to eat and we're going to like process the food and yay, the body likes it, right? Well, when you have an eating disorder, the brain kind of works the opposite of that. And you don't get the reward from eating. You get the reward from using the behaviors. So that's why treatment can feel really hard and why treatment is more than just managing your behaviors, right? Treatment is about learning how to manage symptoms, which are eating disorder behaviors, But treatment is also about like learning to address the that part of it, right? How do I comfort and heal and take care of myself when I have this brain that is initially sending me mixed messages? So it's learning to identify those mixed messages, and then how do I like reframe them, rewrite them? What's a different way that I can like talk to myself? How do I heal and take care of myself? Does anyone else feel like their whole life is obsessed with food? I'm sorry. That is, I hear that a lot from people, who have an eating disorder. You do think about food all the time, and that is a normal biological thing. When you are not getting enough food, your body makes you think about food because your body's saying, we need more food, please. We're still hungry. So if you're thinking about food all of the time, you're probably malnourished and eating more, or even if it's like binge eating, right? You might be feeling like you're eating like over than what you should. Still maybe malnourished. And so when we can get ourselves nourished and our bodies are kind of getting, what it needs consistently all day, throughout the day, every day, then those things that obsession gets quiet. I hate about this whole idea of you have to weigh a certain weight to get eating disorder treatment. I do not operate that way. I see many people, in fact, people in my practice usually aren't super like underweight, because like usually people are recognizing I have a problem before it gets to that really, really scary health place. However, just because your labs look good and just because your weight isn't like way under, you can still have serious health issues. So don't get it twisted that it's safe or okay just because we don't have like labs yet, or like physical health issues yet. Like if you have bad labs and you have physical health issues, why wait till that point? Like at that point we have damage, we have issues, we have like sometimes things can take a while or not be reversed, right? So why are you waiting to get help for there to be like a serious problem? If you are obsessing about food and you're not feeling good in your body, get help. You're allowed to get help. I find it a lot easier to eat cold breakfast when I don't have an appetite in the morning. Hey, whatever is easiest, like the idea in recovery is to eat food and it not be a thing. Sorry, there's like cranberries in my oatmeal too because there's granola. Anyway, I'm talking and eating at the same time. Not supposed to do those things. The idea behind recovery is to eat and it not really be a thing, right? Not be so worried about the food and eating whatever, not having the anxiety, not having the guilt, just eating. When you're in recovery, I think it's okay to sometimes eat safe foods, right? Sometimes like I don't want to say safe foods because I'm not at that point anymore, but like I will eat sometimes the same meals because it's easiest, right? It's just like I'm busy or have a lot going on. And so it's like, I'm just going to eat this because I know that it's going to nourish my body. It's going to give me what I need and I can like eat it and move on. So not every meal has to be this great, amazing challenge meal. It's okay if you're eating meals because you know you can get it in and get it down. So if you know that, good for you. I just had lunch an hour ago and I'm hungry, but I'm scared to eat more. If you're still hungry after eating, you need to eat more. Please, it's okay to eat more. If you are hungry, that is your body telling you something that's very, very important. If you had to pee, would you hold it? You would go pee. It's the same thing. If you're hungry, it's just your body saying, I have a function, right? The same way that it does when you have to pee. Weight does not equal health. Amen. I know we're taught that. And we don't get those messages, but weight does not equal health. just got weighed today and the heaviest I've ever been. I'm about to sneeze. Love watching your videos. Thank you. Okay, so Dr. Colleen Brightman, she is a colleague, works with eating disorders. If you follow her on Instagram, that's how I connected with her on Instagram. She's now on TikTok. She did a video just the other day about how to refuse being weighed at the doctor. So Dr. Colleen Brightman, I would look her up. That's a great video. You can refuse being weighed. We don't have to be weighed at the doctor. You've been accepted for treatment at an eating disorder clinic. Any general advice? Show up and trust the team. They know what they're doing. They're there to help you. They want to help you. And it's okay to kind of let them take control for a little bit. You're doing a lot fighting an eating disorder. It takes a lot of effort to show up and eat. And so, you need to take care of yourself. So just show up and take the time to be a little bit selfish for yourself. I have a question here. Is it weird that my mom and I bond over burping and farting? Well, if it's weird, then I guess I'm weird because my husband and I bond over burping and farting. So we'll be weird together. I love that kind of stuff. It's hilarious. Yes, please do not mention numbers or specific behaviors. Thank you. Egg on toast. Amazing. Dr. Steph, you are an angel. Thank you for being the human you are. Thank you. I wish you were my therapist. Paranoid pancakes. Aw, that's fun. I would love us to be able to connect. So I do have my private practice, Texoma Specialty Counseling, but I also have the Recovery Academy. The link is in my bio. That's a great way for us to like connect and work together in a really accessible way. So, yeah, sometimes you don't have to see me in my private practice to work with me and get support with me. We can show up here, right? But the Recovery Academy is really my way to help other people. Oh, so Wash Your Windows said here, they bond over who's better at burping and farting. Well, obviously, right? Like I'm not the best, but we definitely have had these little like moments of who's louder or who's longer or whatever. So my mom will say, shush or wait for her, be quiet, and then rip a big fart or two. I feel like you're in my household. Like, I feel like, I mean, it's not my mom, but I feel like you would probably like my partner. My Apple Watch always tracks how many calories I burn. You can turn that off. You don't have to use your thing. Like, don't ask me to show you how to do it, but I know you can do it. Tips on trying to have more meals in through the day. That one is really a nuanced question because I think it's specific for you, but I would, mechanical eating is what we call it. It's like putting on your phone, scheduling every 2 to 3 hours, eat, grab a snack, grab lunch, grab dinner, whatever. And whenever the alarm goes off, you go get yourself something to eat. I know that doesn't sound really fun initially, but the more you can show up and mechanically eat that way, the more your like hunger cues and fullness cues are going to start to click, the more you're going to like improve in your intuitive eating journey. And so I would just be really scheduled and routine about it and mechanical about it until you can until that's better, right? Like, and again, sometimes I mechanically eat. I think that sometimes happens when we're just busy or whatever. So we not every meal is amazing, right? Any tips on binge eating? Yes, lots of tips. So I have a few videos here, but I would say that with binge eating, it's usually a symptom of restriction and dieting in some way. So are you dieting? Are you trying to cut foods out? So I would work on eating enough food during the day and throughout the day so that you're binging less at night. Binging is also a symptom sometimes of trauma. It's also sometimes a symptom of, I hate this term, emotional eating. It's not a fucking thing. Emotional eating isn't a thing. And I know I may get hate for that. But it is what it is. Emotional eating isn't a thing. We are emotional beings. Food is emotional. But binge eating happens as a coping means, right? We're eating, to numb, avoid, ignore, distract from really intense emotions. And although with clients, sometimes I would say sometimes that's okay to eat for emotional benefit, we want to learn other ways, right, to cope and deal with our emotions so that food isn't the only option. So yes, I can eat if that's going to make me feel better and it's going to help me. I can go get a snack. But if it's going to cause me like that shame and that guilt, let's work on finding other ways to cope and take care of yourself. So orthorexia is can I have a favorite diet? Can I have a favorite eating disorder? I don't know if that's weird or not. I guess I just really personally relate to orthorexia, and it is this obsession with healthy eating and healthy lifestyle. So you eat, it doesn't look like a typical eating disorder because we think it doesn't look like a stigmatized eating disorder, I should say, because we're taught like, oh, people with eating disorders don't eat. Well, people with like orthorexia, and they're super obsessed with so they're eating, they're following a very healthy, disciplined, regimented lifestyle, right? So people often don't think there is a problem, but they are so rigid and they have so much anxiety and guilt and shame when they can't eat healthy food. If they miss the gym, it's they really beat themselves up. I'm all for living a healthy lifestyle. We really value health and wellness in my household. So it's not, but when it becomes too obsessive, when it becomes too rigid, you can't, that's not healthy. That's not life. We have way better things to do, right, than worry about food and working out and things. So, yeah. Okay, y'all, I'm running out of time. I only have a couple more minutes. So time flew. Holy shit. These go by so fast. So, let me see, hear from your video. Oh, thank you. Any advice on parents encouraging eating disorders? So this is yes, it is possibly anorexic and orthorexic. I've seen people with anorexia and ARFID and listen, I treat eating disorders kind of as a spectrum of things. I don't really give a shit if you're anorexic, orthorexic, or binge eater. At the end of the day, it's an eating disorder. And so we're going to use the same kinds of treatment processes, treatment skills, treatment tools, treatment ideas to help you improve your relationship with food in your body. So I think sometimes behaviors kind of go back and forth on this spectrum. I can be anorexic and now I'm binge and purging, or I binge and now I'm anorexic, or whatever. So I always kind of say it doesn't really matter what eating disorder you have. I know for you it may matter. I kind of approach them all sort of the same, I guess. So hi, friends. But I see so many of y'all joining it, but I have to hop off here and finish my breakfast. I have a client in a few minutes. I have to start my session day. So I have to go brush my teeth and everything so I don't have morning breath and breakfast breath. So listen, I go live Mondays at noon-ish, 12:15-ish here and on the Facebook and YouTube. And I don't know what else, other things. But here on TikTok with you guys, I go live. And then I go live at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? So we are here to talk about Bye, Dr. Bye. I almost said bye, Dr. Steph. Bye, Kristen. You're welcome. Hi, Dustin. You have a good morning. But I got to go get ready for clients. So y'all are awesome. I will see you in next week or on Monday. And listen, if y'all like want to connect, check out the recoveryacademy.com, links in my bio. That's the best way to reach me because you should be able to email me through there. You can message me on these social media platforms, but I'm really bad at getting back to it. I try to, but I try to read every message. I try to get to every message. But if you really want to get in touch with me, email me. Cool. Through the recoveryacademy.com. Y'all are awesome. I love you guys. Bye Facebook, bye YouTube, bye TikTok, and I will see you guys on Monday. Okay. Bye friends. Hold on TikTok. I'm going to go off first. Oh, Kim. Yay. I still have to finish mine real quick. So it's too fun to hang out. You know why this is so fun? Because we've been so disconnected and isolated from everybody because of COVID. I haven't seen I don't get to see people. I go to my office, I go home. So I think that's so fun for me because I get to connect with y'all. So, all right. Y'all are awesome. Good job eating breakfast. I got to go.